All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had another video planned for tomorrow, but I'm going to have to postpone it. It is going to be very long, so be on the lookout for that. But Fortnite is finally fixing OG. They're addressing a ton of the issues, and a lot of people in the community are happy. Listen, there's a lot to go over, not only with what has already been fixed, but what is planning to be fixed as well. And also, a lot of people are speculating that it could be just a lot more than minor weapons. It could even be graphical changes as well, just because there's been a lot of support for the game mode, and every single day Fortnite OG has peaked higher and higher in player counts. A lot of weapons in the game mode are actually 1-to-1 of how they were in OG, and that was actually just fixed today. And so much more, like misc changes, like so many minor things that I didn't even think Epic Games would address, but they did. But before we start, make sure to use code TRICKYS, TRICKYS, in the Fortnite item shop. Y'all have been helping me out so much with giveaways. Seriously, like all of you that use my code, I really appreciate it. And I do try and give all that money back to you guys. So if you want to support a creator that actually gives back to their community, make sure to use code TRICKYS and join the Discord down in the description below to join those giveaways. Now, Fortnite Status made a pretty large tweet. I mean, it's not huge, but this is everything that they fixed today. It was a hot fix. It wasn't even a full update. First off, the legendary bolt action sniper rifles have been vaulted. I mean, that's something really minor that I didn't think they would do, but I'm shocked they did it. And it's good that they are focusing on even smaller things as well. There are bigger things that we need to get into as well in this video, but glider redeploy when exiting the X4 Stormwing is also enabled. This was not enabled prior, and if you jumped out of the planes, you were basically screwed. Like, you would take fall damage or you would die, and it was really just not fun to use planes. Next is that they adjusted the burst AR spread. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this actually on whenever this first released. Do you know how long that the burst has been messed up for? I actually think it's when Fortnite OG released. It has been over a year, which is actually the video that I'm getting done. It has been a year since the burst AR has actually worked, and now it is exactly how it was. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that, but it should be pretty much fixed with the spread. Boogie bombs now drop in stacks of 2 like they used to. I don't know if they're green. Were they supposed to be green now? Somebody comment down below. I'm just trying to get this video out quick for y'all. And then also, miniguns and epic plus legendary heavy ARs now have spread and recoil closer to their original values. Also, the heavy AR is back to its original damage values, and other weapons as well. We'll again get into that later. Scope weapons have now been improved while airborne and aiming down sights. Now, this also ties into some of the weapons no longer having jump plus ADS interactions. So this was actually a big problem. So whenever Fortnite ported into Chapter 7, all of the weapons you could basically jump and aim in, which was not a feature previously before Chapter 7. So you could just jump up, aim, and shoot people, which that was their original idea for Chapter 7, but obviously it doesn't work in OG. And also, like, think with the AK, if you jumped and aimed in and shot somebody in the head, you could do 92 by just barely peeking. So it was basically better than a sniper, and you could just shoot really quick. So thankfully that is fixed. And also, something really minor, but also shocking, they fixed the reboot vans to the original OG values. I responded to the tweet, so happy with Fortnite right now. Good job, Epic. Hoping to see graphical changes, mid-season updates, and the Ice King event. So this is what we're going to be going into next. A lot of people are getting engagement over on Twitter. Also, Fortnite is getting a lot of engagement and promoting the absolute heck out of Fortnite OG Season 7. It's funny because if you go and look at Fortnite status, majority of their tweets are actually Fortnite OG Season 7, and also same with Fortnite. Now, we haven't gotten like a full official trailer, which I am sad about, but we did kind of get a trailer. I mean, do you even call this a trailer? I'll throw a video up on screen. But yeah, I'm just super happy that Epic Games is actually like talking about Fortnite OG again, because Fortnite OG Season 7 is one of the biggest seasons by far for Fortnite OG, and it's something that really ties a lot more to the nostalgia. But yeah, huge W for Epic Games. Now, what do we need fixed in Fortnite OG Season 7? What do people want back? So I have been talking from a very different standpoint in previous videos. I have been talking about the people that have been playing OG since Season 1 to now Season 7. Like, I'm talking the current OG, but I really haven't been thinking about the people that haven't really played the game mode much at all and that are just coming back to Fortnite. Maybe they're older and they just want to come back and chill. I really feel like I'm kind of forgetting those kind of players, so I'm really sorry. But the more very casual players that don't play as much, this is what I have seen from y'all, what you want back in Fortnite OG. It's not the HUD, it's not the movement, it's basically the matchmaking. That's what a lot of people are talking about, and this is something that should be fixed first. I understand a lot of y'all want OG movement, a lot of y'all want the OG HUD. Epic Games should bring those back, and we'll talk about that later in the video, but for right now, the matchmaking is the biggest thing. Epic Games needs to add Arena, Epic Games also needs to add some sort of siphon in that arena game mode so that all the sweats go over there. And it needs to be obviously like no SBMM. And then also in the main game mode, there should be no bots. It's very annoying playing against bots because nothing feels rewarding. This was a very big problem back in Season 3 where there were like 90% bots every game. But Epic Games does not need bots anymore for Fortnite OG. The player count is just way too high. And as I'm recording this video at 8 o'clock at night, there's over 160,000 people online. And I mean, it's just been going up and super consistent every single day, which is very different, and we haven't seen this in Fortnite OG in a while. But to keep the retention of the players that have been gone from the game for so long, there needs to be a mix of game modes, and also there needs to be a separation of sweats and casuals. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me because I basically am not putting like the graphics, the movement, and the HUD first. No, that should not be first. The first thing is to make sure that people actually stay on the game by having fair lobbies and lobbies where they don't immediately leave. Because here's the thing, Fortnite has the biggest skill gap out of any game I've ever seen. Comment down below if you think there's any game different, but I mean with the building mechanic, it's just so much different. I understand you might tell people just to go play zero builds, but zero builds is pretty ironic since Fortnite is known for its building. And a lot of people only play Fortnite mainly for the building, not only for the building, but mainly for the building. So they're not going to go and play zero build. Hence why Fortnite OG only has 30,000 players for zero build and 200k on the main build mode. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, we just need another game mode. We need something where people can go, like all the sweats, they'll go and play arena, where they can go play with siphon, all of that. Now let's go on to the minute changes and changes that really do enhance the nostalgia. I think to bring even more people back, they need to revert to the OG graphics, which is 100% possible. Ali Jax, including a lot of people in my Discord, have shown me it is. Stop saying that the switch from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5 made it impossible. It's not, because you can actually change it in the UEFN client. But it is pretty much one-to-one for how it looked in Fortnite Chapter 1 with the graphics. That's why UEFN is so awesome, because it is so customizable. You can make games look old and retro, or you can make them look brand new and realistic. So thankfully, Epic Games does have that. Next up is the HUD. I think you already know, we talked about this in my previous video, but I'll keep it short. The HUD needs to be customizable, where anyone can basically change where they want the layout. They can have the health bar in the middle, they could have the map on the left, but there needs to be some way to customize the health bar so that people can make it OG or customize it the way that they want. That's the easiest solution for people to enjoy the HUD, and this is what Call of Duty did as well. Next up is the mid-season updates. I would love to see more mid-season rollouts, which I mean, we should be getting like almost 100%. We should be getting the drift boards. We should also see the infantry rifle. There's many things in mid-season updates that are just going to help catapult Fortnite OG and keep players retained for the remainder up until Season X. Now, is Fortnite repeating Chapter 1 or are they going back to Chapter 2? We are unsure yet. All they need to figure out is how can they keep players until Season X, which is at the end of November of 2026. And last but definitely not least, that is going to bring a lot of more people back, is the Ice King event. Now, I actually had a really good idea for the Ice King event that I think many of you would enjoy as well. Whenever the Ice King event happens, maybe we could see a remix version, and instead of him just blowing snow on the map, yes, he would blow snow on the map, but he would revert the Fortnite OG map back to the OG graphics. I have had this idea in the back of my mind, and I have been waiting to say it because I thought this is actually what Epic Games would do. We're not sure if this is what they were doing, but it would be really cool to have the Ice King basically bring back OG graphics, because you have everyone on at once and they see the graphical change and they see it revert to how it looked back in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 7. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see most. I got a big video planned. Sorry if this seems a little bit rushed, but I am trying to get a very long video out for you. So make sure to sub to the channel. Also join the Discord down below and use code TRICKYS, TRICKYS, in the Fortnite item shop. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.